Welcome, everyone. I'm Brittany Longser from the Multi-Faith Chaplain. It's a real honor and joy to share in this moment with you. Just warm welcomes, literal warm welcomes on this Veterans Day gathering, and what an honor it is to gather on a beautiful November morning and reflect with gratitude on the many veterans in our communities and lives. In the United States, this is our 104th Veterans Day, our 104th moment of pause and reflection on all that has been sacrificed and shared in a continual journey towards freedom and peace. Veterans Day was originally called Armistice Day, began as a commemoration of the ending of World War I on November 11th in 1918, and after World War II, Armistice Day was recognized as a day to pay tribute to all service members, and in 1954 was newly designated as Veterans Day. And so we gather this day. And we gather on this day because the truth is, we all know a veteran. Perhaps a family member, a friend, a grandparent, a colleague, a fellow student. We all know someone who has served our country with courage and compassion. My papa served in the Navy. My cousins are in the Army. A couple friends are in the Marines. My aunt worked for the Coast Guard for a while. My 3-year-old daughter's best friend's dad is currently deployed. And when Hurricane Ian hit my mother's home, the National Guard tarped her roof and brought her food. We all have these connections and relationships. I would even go as far as to suggest that knowing and being courageously cared for by the actions of a veteran is one of our most shared human experiences. However, our culture acknowledges veterans less and less, and members of our community can sometimes feel unseen for what is a huge part of their identity. So it means something. It really means something to pause today, to acknowledge all of the ways our country, our communities, and our lives have been shaped by the veterans in our midst. So to the veterans in this circle, and in the wider community, in the wider country, we see you. We will breathe and reflect on prayers and poems and see you. We will thank you and remember those we have lost, and we will see you. In these next sacred moments we spend together, may we all be present. We will behold the courage, heart, diligence, and thoughtful service of all those in our hearts now. May all feel welcome here. Please join me in a word of interfaith prayer and whatever is most at home to you. Sacred One, we invoke not only your sacred presence, but also the presence of all those veterans in our lives who come to mind on this day. May we take a moment to breathe deep and picture them. The way they smile, the lines on their face, the way they carry both joy and burden on their shoulders. In this moment of connection and reflection, we fill our hearts up with thanks for each veteran who has served and each family who supports them. We fill our hearts up with sorrow and remembrance for those we have lost to war and violence. We know that those we love never truly leave us, and that acts of courage are eternal. So we feel it today, all of it, hearts grateful and hearts full of sorrow as we remember this Veterans Day. May we hope for a world of peace and come to know it. May it be so. Amen.
I've never used a microphone before, so a little confused about how this works. But my name's Anthony Malice. This is my first year at base, and I'm a veteran of the Army. I was with the 82nd Airborne for 5 years, active duty out of Fayetteville, North Carolina, Fort Bragg, now renamed Fort Liberty. But today I'm going to be reading For the Fallen by Lawrence Binion. So, For the Fallen. With proud thanksgiving, a mother for her children, England mourns for her dead across the sea. Flesh of her flesh they were, spirit of her spirit, fallen in the cause of the free. Solemn the drums thrill, death august and royal, sings sorrow up into immortal spheres. There is music in the midst of desolation, and a glory that shines upon our tears. They went with songs to the battle. They were young, straight of limb, true of eye, steady and aglow. They were staunch to the end against odds uncounted. They fell with their faces to the foe. They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them. They mingle not with their laughing comrades again. They sit no more at familiar tables of home. They have no lot in our labor of the daytime. They sleep beyond England's foam. But where our desires are, and our hopes profound, felt as a wellspring that is hidden from sight, to the innermost heart of their own land they are known, as the stars are known to the night. As the stars that shall be bright when we are dust, moving in marches upon the heavenly plain, as the stars that are starry in the time of our darkness, to the end they remain.
So in a moment, I will invite you into a community ritual of laying stones on this beautiful Veterans Memorial. I'll begin by laying a stone for each branch of the armed forces: Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force, Coast Guard, and Space Force. And we'll also lay a stone for all those who serve in protecting and caring for our country in a myriad of ways. So let us observe a communal moment of silence as I lay these first stones now. I now invite all of you to take a personal and quiet moment to lay a stone on this beautiful memorial. Spend a moment or two holding the smooth river stone and remember the veteran or veterans that you hold close. And when you're ready, lay the stone down. All are welcome. These stones will be available throughout the day for anyone who wishes to have a longer moment of remembrance or gratitude, or in case you have colleagues you'd like to share this ritual with who weren't able to make it this morning. Please know that this practice will be here until about 5 p.m. tonight. We'll conclude our ceremony with a poem for peace and a benediction.
Hello, I'm Dylan LaRose. I'm a senior and an Air Force veteran. I was in Georgia attached to combat search and rescue when Hurricane Katrina hit, and then before going over to Korea for a couple of years. We lay a stone as an act of peace. Amidst a world overcome with violence, greed, malice, and terror, we all strive for and hope for the same thing: peace that endures and provides us with lives full and complete. We lay this stone to end the selfishness, end the mistrust and misinformation, end the violence, bring wholeness and hope to every system, relationship, and person broken by war. May we use our lives to create peace.
I invite you to join in prayer, meditation, or stillness. In gratitude for the boundless life that fills our lungs with breath and connects this moment to all that is behind and before, we pay tribute to those who have served our country, to express our gratitude for their courage and selflessness, both those among us today and those of generations past. May this nation, built by those born in this land, those who were brought here in bondage, and those who believe that they can make a better life, join together to make liberty the birthright of all. May we uphold the values of freedom and the inherent dignity of every human being by our own right conduct and by the kindness and compassion we show to one another. On this day, we are full of gratitude for the fortitude of veterans, and we are fortified for the work of protecting liberty and extending justice to all. May it be so. It is warm and sunny, and there are delicious donuts and coffee, so we invite you to linger and enjoy conversation.